Okay, there we go. Okay, this is Xfinity team setup. I bought an Xfinity team after almost winning the championship in the truck series. I just won the Daytona truck race, if you saw that video, so I gained another $250,000 to spend. Now, I still need a truck for the truck, but I'll win that. And the crunch time with needing an extra truck doesn't come until the end of the season, and so it shouldn't be an issue. So, okay, here we go. So you go into assign work, right? But you see, you got add car, right? So how much is a car? $400,000. They get more expensive as you go. So I got a super speedway car, and the reason why I start with a super speedway car, not just because of Daytona, I start with a super speedway car because I have a good enough setup against the AI, I can win. So it's like, okay, if you race, twice at play tracks, or 3 times or 4 times, I pretty much got guaranteed win as long as I don't screw up. Or they're still they have big purses, so even if I finish in the top 5, I still get a lot of money, because you want money, you need money too, because that's the whole economics of the game is right there. The better you finish, the more money you make. The higher the series, the more money they pay out, etc., etc., etc. So I built up my truck team with 4 trucks, and they allow you 6, but I was able to almost win a championship. I probably could have, just had a lousy setup for Phoenix. I'm still geared towards Homestead. A better chance at Homestead than Phoenix right now. I've been working on it though. But anyway, so I used all that money, and I didn't spend it on the truck series once I got to a certain point. I still need to flesh it out, train some people, another car, another truck, etc. But I want this team to be better. So here we look at the economics. The first car is $400. We definitely need another car. So we're definitely gonna spend another $400. I believe the next car is like $600. I don't remember. Okay, but it's going to be more. So that's like $1 million if we plan on 3 cars. Okay, but we also need teammates. And teammates, we train them, and we need them. We're not going to be able to have a full crew, so we're going to need to get them up to 12 in their specialties as quickly as possible. So I'm lucky I got a 535 here, but the higher the specialist point, the more expensive it is. So I think it's like 60 grand or something to go for a full 12. Can't worry about the other things right now. Just need to get up to 12. And it doesn't really matter because we don't have vehicles that go beyond. See, the department maximums. Okay, now we got upgrade departments. Now, engine is probably the most important when you don't have a 100% team, because that's like your top speed. So if we go 100%, we don't even have the money to go 100%. We only got 1.8 million. Okay, so we have to be smart about this. So let's see. Okay, 95, which is great, we can afford, but then we can't afford anything else, including another car. So we have to back this down. 742,000 leaves $1 million, and that's about 2 cars. So we can go with a 90 engine starting out. It's not going to be really good at all, but let's see how much we do. We got 100,000, that's $1 million. That's still a little bit much. Now, what these mean, power is power. That's easy enough. Aero is how well your truck goes through the air. And to have 100% aero is important. But at smaller tracks, aero is not as important. You can get away with 80 aero at short tracks and road courses. As long as you have, good engine and suspension. In the truck series, it's a little less critical, but basically what it means, if you have a good suspension, see, and the numbers are the same. For any of these, a good suspension, that means that your tires don't wear as much during the course of a fuel run. So that's critical, since the games are now all about tire wear. But you can't afford it in the beginning. And we're doing 50% races, which works in our favor. but we'll still be slower on the long run. We'll still get more tire wear. So some of the tracks have some great setups for, which will help, and they're good on tire wear, and some are not. So, but we don't have enough money to do everything that we want to do. So we got to prioritize here. So ideally, I'd like to start off like this. 90, 80, 80. Because that we can get some good runs out of that. And get some more money so we can build it up. But that's going to cost $1 million. And that, okay, now while we're here, this is your pit stop stuff. Now this stuff doesn't cost as much, but it's still, what is that, $1 million almost, 950,000. So we can't really worry about that. And where this comes into play is on green flag pit stops. And pit stops, like, especially near the end of stages, end of race, like where caution comes out. Because, you can be leading a race, even with a crappy truck, a car like this. And then your pit crew will put you, like, last. They're so slow. See, 26 seconds, right? So if I do 400,000, I'm 13 to 19 seconds. And then if I do the 100, then we're in the range. 13, yeah, at least. Well, I've seen 13 seconds. Not 13, but 13 point something. So we can't worry about, I don't even worry about the pit crew at this point. It's a little easier in the truck series because there's very few green flag pit stops and the way the cautions fall and so on and so forth. I have everything on normal, so it kind of like, it makes it a little bit easier, when you're starting out. So I'd like this, but that's $1 million, so that leaves us 800,000. So let's go ahead, and we're going to need a speedway car, okay? We're probably going to need 2 speedway cars. But we got a lot of back-to-back speedways. And we can run these cars at a short track or a road course. You just get a penalty. Not really critical starting out, but I'm going to go, definitely want 1, okay, and that's 400,000. And see, yes, almost 700,000 to get a second one. And we can run the super speedway at the other one, but you know what? Until we build up the car, it really doesn't matter. Once we build up the car, we can make the money to, well, we can do it either way. Because if we go back to departments here, okay, say we do that, that's 100,000. That's 300,000. That's 700,000. So if we spend 700,000 there, that's enough to buy another car. 75 and 75 sucks, but to get to 80, it's 100,000. That's 2 or 3 races. 2 or 3 races. And remember, we'll have money coming in from the truck series. The dirt series is a few $1,000s, but the truck series, 10, 15, 20, $30,000. And then I'm also on a team in Cup this season, which will be getting money. So we'll be getting a lot more money. So we can afford to do things a little bit differently, which is why I did what I did. So I'm participating in 4 series, the dirt series, the truck series, mainly just for income at this point. But you can run them if you want, or you can sim them. You get money either way, but the higher up you finish, the more money you get. So if you need money, you run them and finish better, then you get more money. The Xfinity series I'm building up. Probably be 2 or 3 seasons until I get to this point to buy my own Cup team. But I can participate. I'm in a crappy team, 3-star, so I'll probably only race the restrictor plate races. You can still win with the 3-star car and restrictor plate races, but anything else where you have to hit the gas, where you have to slow down and speed up again, yeah, unless you're keeping your foot on the wide open all around like the play tracks, it doesn't really pay to race them. You can learn some stuff, but pretty much just very frustrating as they handicap the 3 and 4-star cars in a bad way. It's not that they do it, I was going to say too much, but it's not really too much, just they're off in the way they do it. But it is what it is. So we're at Daytona. Really want some aerodynamics. I really want some engine power. But I have won this race with So wait, so what is this? So if that's our limit, 742. So we go to 85 engine power. Ooh, at the back, risk going a lap, losing the draft in the beginning. But we do 85 and 80. Ooh, ooh, and that leaves us some money to train some people to actually build up these cars. So that's not bad. So that's 700. That leaves us 700, so we can buy another car. And the reason why I didn't train people is because the number of cars determines how many people you can hire to work on your cars. So let's go and get that other Speedway car. Okay. And now let's go back to upgrade departments. 85, 8. $697. Yeah, this is not bad. If we do that and that, that's too much. See, oh, I'd love to have 90, but if we do that, we can do that. I need to train some people, so we will do that starting out. Now, that's not gonna kill us at Daytona if I can get people to train and get it up there, get the stats up there. But it's gonna kill us at the mile and a half and all the other tracks. Okay, well, I gotta hire some more people. I don't have anything, which is, I guess I prefer it this way. But I need an aero guy, because I have an engine guy, right? She's engine, right? And I need a suspension guy, even though the suspension guy isn't doing too much. See, I can hedge my bet here. Take him as a second engine guy, because you want to keep it even, teams. So better to hire him. We don't have to train him up so much because you can't go more than 75% on the rear. So she's at 5. So if we go full, we don't have enough money to go full. We need her at 10 though. And we need the aero guy at 10. Wrong stat. 120, so we can only get one of them to 10. So some people would say go aero because it's Daytona, but no, you need an engine. So it's not going to really matter here. Yeah, we'll go all out on the engine. And do aero-wise. 6. Yep. And then can we even get him to 5? Nope. She's at 5. Oh, that sucks. Well, we got what we got, so we can hire more people. Can we afford more people? Yeah. So what do we got? We want 1, 2, 3. So we need another engine guy. And an aero person. Oh, we get 2 full teams. Good. We gotta afford to just train them up. So we better do good in this race. Because pretty much everything is gonna ride on this race. I'm gonna assign to work. Okay, so we already have 75 there, but we don't have enough time. This is what I was saying in the video, the end of the video from the Daytona, from the Phoenix Championship 4 race, is that they give you 2 weeks, like when you start a team, but they only let you hire 1 person, and they only let you train them 5. So you know, you're not, you know, nothing's happening. You know, you're starting at like ass out in the first race, which I don't agree with. Because you should have more time, you know, to build up your team, kind of thing. Potentially, like if you had enough money, you should be able to, you know, build a full team right there. But they only give you one car and one guy. So, what are you gonna do? Whatever you can. Oh, this so sucks. I have some money. I have 500. Can I train any of these people for suspension? Nope. Can't even get one. Nope. Oh well. It is what it is. So we're gonna go into Daytona with an 85, 76, 71 car. I won with a car like this. It's harder, but you know, at least it's not 75, 75, and 75. So we got more employees. So what do we got? Las Vegas is a speedway, so we can. Yeah. Oh joy. See what I'm saying? But anyway, got to start somewhere, so we'll start from here. And I would. Okay, this is different. Edit my car. I want to go to. Yeah, I did it quickly yesterday, and I forget what the options are. Okay, so basically, you have to go with this paint scheme. Is this what we're saying? Which, you know, I don't mind the white accent, but I wouldn't put it there. Yeah, and that looks stupid. See, I wouldn't mind doing a you know, accent, but you know, why can't I choose a different style in career mode? You know, everybody was screaming about having a better paint booth, but do you make it more limited in career mode? Because, you know, I'm not quite understanding, you know, why that would be. But anyway, at least it's not orange, and with orange wheels, so we'll have to go. I kind of like the way it looks, but you know, some white on the splitter, you know, white under the number, white under the bottom. I like the old school, you know, like kind of thing, and white on the spoiler would look really nice, or red even. But you're not giving me those options, are you? Yeah. So you give me that, but that's two. Where'd that one come from? Does that look good? Yeah, see, that's two. So that's the style. So I get to choose between those four. But these two have to be here. Stupid to me. Well, let's try something. Yep, we have this glitch that we're dealing with. See, I'm trying to see what that one looks like, but I can't get it to sit on there. You push the button once and it goes twice. So, if you're unfamiliar with the Heat series of NASCAR games, welcome. You can expect not much more of this so far, but yeah, some of this. So I don't think that color is the same. I think that middle color there that I can't get to is closer. Ah, finally. So, not really happy with it. I gotta get back on black. Yeah. We'll leave it black. Maybe when they fix the paint booth here, we'll get more adventurous. Okay, so we'll save that. So even if you screwed up your paint scheme, even though you have to deal with these dumb issues in the career paint booth, you can change your scheme by going into About Me. You can also edit your driver. You'll have to deal with, you know, quirks like that kind of thing. Let's see the stats breakdown. It's supposed to be something else that they... Okay. Oh, Cup, right? No? Oh, Xfinity, right? Truck. There we go. Was the wins. Yeah, I had 10 wins. So they didn't fix the whole thing. Because you see, I had 10 wins last season, so it's showing with 1 win, but if you look down at the bottom, the total should be correct for a total of 16 wins in the Truck Series, right? So, right, 10, no, 5, that's missing 1. So it's 1 short. I don't know if it's like a math problem or a programming issue. I'm not quite, you know, sure. Yeah, I only have like a few wins in dirt. I don't really care for dirt. It's really good, you know, the way they have it. I haven't run a cup race yet, and I have run Xfinity races, but only in hot seats. So if you see, there's no stats, but look at the bottom. See, I have 2 wins. I won 2 plate races in on a team last year, 4-star team, and 37 starts. I think I won once or twice. I think I won once. Got the other plate race, lost the draft because of a 4-star car at the end of the pack, and I won a race the first season, which started my move into Xfinity. Yeah, so future plans, I don't really pay much attention to this. I mean, you can it can help you, like if you're just doing, you know, money, you know, kind of thing. A 4-star team probably get better finishes than a 3-star. But I plan to build my own team and just be on other teams to gain the money to, you know, build my own team. That's pretty much all I do. So now we're ready to start the season, and you go on like normal, select the car. You know, you go in here, you can see if you don't have the right kind of car for the track available, you can use any of the other cars, but you get a penalty. See, so like using this car, the penalty is so much that it doesn't matter that you worked on it, so you can just use this car if you were forced to. I wouldn't recommend it because it'd be very slow and ill handling regardless of your setup, except at a plate track. If you got a good setup at a plate track, you probably do okay in the draft. Just don't lose that draft. So, okay, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you for watching, and we're gonna get the Xfinity season started, but we'll do that in another video. So, thank you for watching. Any questions, comments, please feel free, and please like, subscribe, and share if you're in the mood.